One of the biggest concerns that people have about canister filters is having to work on them. They're big, they're bulky, they can be a little heavy, and one of the top canister filters in all of those categories is the Fluval FX6. It's just a real big can, and one of the biggest that are commonly used in the fish keeping hobby. 9 months ago, I cracked open this filter after it had been running for 6 months, and I showed you what it looked like inside after running uninterrupted for 6 months. Now it's been 9 months, and I mentioned at the end of that video, I'll put a link up here for that video, I mentioned that I would now test it for 9 months. So this is the 9 month test. If it looks real good, after this, I'm going to run it for a year. I'll run it for 12 months. Now, why am I doing these tests? The main reason is because, as I mentioned a second ago, because these filters are bulky, people are reluctant or hesitant to get into them, apart from the natural reluctance that would occur from not being familiar with them. So if I can show how you can, by using pre-filters, like the pre-filter that I'm using on this unit in this 300-gallon aquarium, if I can show how you can extend the amount of time between servicing, then it really sort of takes away that reluctance, because if you only have to work with them maybe once a year, that's not really asking for too much. So let's go ahead and crack this open and take a look at how it looks like after running for 9 months. Now, in those 9 months, yes, there have been some changes in the amount of stock. The stocking level of this tank right now, let's say for the last 3 or 4 months, has been the heaviest it's been. These fish have put on size, and there's more of them. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at how it's done, and let's see if I can stay at 9 months. Perhaps I need to cut it back to 6 or 7 months, or maybe I can extend this out to 1 year between servicing. So let's get right into it. Okay, drum roll. Let's see how we're looking. This pipe's a little cruddy looking, but that's a quick fix with just a little bristle brush. Not a problem at all. Here's the top basket. Yeah, that's pretty mucked up. Pretty mucked up. Not the worst I've seen, but it's definitely mucked up. Got some buckets here. I've got some other pieces of filter in here, and they are pretty muddied up. These are overlap like this. So here's some of the outside filters. Pretty yellow, but not in horrible shape. Yeah, the bottom looks pretty bad. I imagine the bottom one is going to be the worst. Those are always traditionally the worst. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Look at that. Look at the sludge. Look at that sludge. Pretty nice. Second level. I use these waffle sponges or egg crate sponges because they have more surface area, and you can see this one got mucked up pretty good. Again, a little waffle there. Wow, look at that. This is a bag of pumice, and it's pretty much sealed up in muck. Pretty bad shape on the bottom. Not too bad. This one isn't too bad for some reason. These trays are going to need a good spray down. And the bottom, there's another one of these. This bottom one isn't bad at all, really. That's not bad at all. And here's another bag of crushed coral. Just an old trick for improving buffering. And here's the bottom tray. These are usually the worst. As you can see, that's pretty bad, pretty mucked up. Not entirely black. I have seen people open these up and it's been entirely black. That's not the case here, but they are definitely mucked up. So here's my conclusion on this. I think what I'm going to do is run it for 9 months. I think 9 months is going to be the sweet spot, because this is dirty, but it's an acceptable level of muck. But I don't think I want to go 12 months. I think 9 is going to be the limit. So I could say that this canister is pretty much dialed in for now at 9 months. And I also think I'm going to be taking these bags like this stuff and going to a mesh or micron bag that is less dense, something that allows a little bit more circulation, because this fine high micron, this real fine mesh bag just it looks like it just got plugged up, at which point what's inside the bag becomes worthless. So I'm going to transfer this to a mesh bag with more openings and rinse off these sponges, put this unit back together again, and then we're going to be good. We're going to be good to go for 9 months. I think I'm going to run it for 9 months. I'll mark my log, my maintenance log that I have up on the wall, and so we'll go ahead and do maintenance on this 9 months from today. So there you have it. Tell me what you think in the comments below. What's been your experience? Always remember that it's a fluid situation, right? You never, what applies to one person and their circumstances may not apply to yours. The stock level of my tanks, how I feed my fish, other filtration I have going on, like this sump you see back in there. All those are factors that contribute to why this thing can run for 9 months. So run your own tests, but I do know that I don't think that would be even remotely possible. I think maybe 3 months would be the max if I didn't have a pre-filter on this canister filter. Okay, so there you have it, and I hope you find it useful. Be sure to share your comments below about your experience with canister filters, Fluvals in particular, and certainly with pre-filters. And we'll talk about this and a whole lot more at the Saturday Cichlids and Coffee live stream every Saturday at 11 a.m. Central. That's noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And if you'd like to support the channel, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and consider becoming part of the Garage Gang and a monthly contributor through the Patreon program. All right, thank you, my friends. You are the best. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.